Bogcast. My name is Bob Corsetti for the first time in 5 years.
It's been a minute.
Tom
It's been a minute.
Kerrigan. What are we talking about today, dude?
First, congratulations to this guy, all-time best guy of all times. Hey, I heard South Jersey, all athlete, best athlete. Is that true?
Yeah, what can I say, man? I'm not good of an athlete, you know what I mean?
That's unbelievable.
That's
a high accomplishment. Listen, we want to shout out to Mr. Beaver, everybody that helps this guy to accomplish everything that you do, from working out at the Riverwinds to Mr. Beaver to weightlifting champion, hockey extraordinaire, basketball extraordinaire. You have this Bubcast, you announce West Stafford baseball, you do it all. How do you follow your dreams? Do you just get it in your head and say, hey, this is what I'm doing? This is how we do it?
Oh, this is what I do. I like staying active and playing sports. We're going for a three-peat in hockey.
Three-peat?
Three-peat, dude.
Oh, get out of here.
Three-peat, dude.
How's that happen? Do you got the best squad? Is it? Are you a grinder? No. What do you do? Are you a grinder?
I'm a
grinder. Are you a checker?
Dude. I fight
You're
for every
checker?
loose puck, dude.
Oh, that's what.
Until Danny wants to steady the ship.
Oh, Danny.
Danny wants to get that into his little number.
His little number. Listen, well.
Dude, I like Danny. He's a good kid.
He's the best. Come on.
Brings the energy of the squad, Danny.
Maybe I should coach that squad. Maybe I should give the in-between periods pep talk.
We play 9 periods.
9 periods. I got to have 9 pep talks?
Not hockey, dude. You're not a hockey guy.
I'm not hockey. I was locked in for 3 minutes of the Flyers the other night.
That doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. That doesn't.
What about the guys we're playing basketball? Corey and RJ.
Oh, those jabronis want to come in and play.
These guys.
How old are they? Let me get my jumper. Oh, splash.
Corey's like 46.
All right.
And RJ's 28.
Who are you covering?
Corey wants me.
He wants you in a big bad, the worst way?
They think they can handle this guy. Give them one more preview of that jump shot, dude.
Oh, that's a float.
They said they're going to double team you and keep me wide open.
Wide open?
They said, how are you going to pass the ball over 6'2" and 6'4"?
Oh, that's going to be no problem. Come on, bounce passes. We practice this every day at the Riverwinds.
And these guys want to get off the couch.
They want to roll off the couch and beat us. Speaking of the Riverwinds, you know what I was thinking?
What?
I was thinking about doing a bracket.
What do you mean?
I was going to do a bracket of Riverwinds employees. I would have Great Black faces off against
And what, basketball?
Mandy Casey. Now, that's most popular. So we got, who do we got? We got, and the winner gets their name on the Riverwinds. Instead of David P. Shields. Let me give you my break. Let me break it down to you.
Dude, look, you might have a different, but I got to prove my man Brock Gibbs in the...
No, I'm going to have them all. Here's my bracket. We got Great Black, Mandy Casey, right?
Yeah.
Then we have
Brett
Gibbs versus
Johnny Miller.
Johnny Arm Wrestling Miller. Let's go.
You got to put Eve in there. She's part of the...
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, wait. Then we go Nick
Trabasi
versus
Bucket
Nick. No.
Beecroft.
Oh, Bucket Beecroft. Nick versus Nick. That will be a matchup.
Then you got Aiden versus Max.
Max the Million.
Then you got Benny versus
Eve. Or no, Aaron. Eagle Eye Aaron. You can't get past Aaron for nothing.
You got to have Fast Eddie versus Eve.
Fast Eddie versus... Well, we got our bracket. So... You don't have to wait for March Madness?
No, you're missing somebody.
Who?
How about Alex the Bucket Getter?
Oh,
Alex wants to put him in the eyeball and just walk down like this.
Come on, let's
Alex
do it.
the Bucket Getter.
Oh, he's a bucket getter. Yo, did you hear Aaron threw me out of the Riverwinds?
For what?
I was hanging on the rim dunking. But that's another story for another day. Speaking basketball.
You're dunking. You can't even reach down and touch your toes. How are you dunking? You're not athletic enough to dunk,
No, dude, I was there. I just felt it that day. Are you kidding me? It was a moment. Speaking of speaking of basketball, how about Bronny? What's your thoughts? Is it like nepotism, him and
They look good
LeBron's?
though, don't they, dude? They look real
You
good.
think they look good?
LeBron James,
this dude
Anthony
won-
Davis wants to drop 30 in their eyeballs.
Yeah, now they look good, but his son.
I
he's
can't
just
wait to
saying
get
it's-
locked in
it's-
tonight, dude. They're on TV. Lakers, Phoenix.
Give me your full assessment of him and his dad. This
Oh,
dude shouldn't be in the league. Should he be in the league or no?
Bronny?
Yeah, he shouldn't be in the league.
No, I don't have a problem that he's in the league. My problem is
Listen, I don't have a problem that his father got him in. It's a moment. It's not Ken Griffey Jr. and
okay.
Ken
It's
Griffey
understand.
Jr.
It's
That's-
understand that they got him in. Now you got to say, now Bronny needs to grow a pair and say, Dad, I'm glad you got me in, but as a person, I want to go to the G League to get better.
I agree with you. I totally, 1,000%. And that's not demeaning him or anything about what he does or how he got to the league. I know his dad built the league. We all know that, but
Yeah, better than Jordan. He built the league. You're right.
no, come on, better than
Dude,
Jordan.
LeBron's a freak, dude. He's dropping 25 a game at
No, you're
40
talking
years
about
old.
you're talking about building the league. It's definitely Bird and Magic and those guys that came in, and then AI carried it.
Who?
Jordan.
Bird, Gordon
Yeah.
Hayward.
Oh, listen, it's you can say what you want. Nobody would watch the league if it wasn't for those guys.
What about Joe Burns?
We owe Joe Burns an apology, don't you think?
I don't owe Joe Burns an apology, buddy.
You broke his ribs. You should at least apologize to him.
I broke Joey Duck's ribs.
And you broke Joe Burns' ribs, and you broke Mr. Beaver's ribs.
I didn't
You
break.
retired all three of those guys. Maybe not Joey Duck, but Joe Burns and Mr. Beaver.
All right, Joe
Times.
Burns, I apologize to you. When he said he's never stepping back on the court with me.
Yeah, well, listen, when you do what you do and break people's ribs, you're a little too physical. That's all.
This year I made a promise and I'm sticking to it.
What's
I'm
that?
bringing the Rampage for the first time ever, and I mean first time ever realistically, because we don't count the Kobe year, back
Okay.
to Wildwood for the first time in their history.
Are you gonna be able to do it? You haven't been practicing. You haven't been full basketball for a minute.
It's like picking up a cake, picking up the ball. I'll be fine. I'm just a bull. Just run over people. I'll be fine.
Listen, we were talking about that video you sent me earlier. I think your set shot's proper. You got to get that lead foot out there and the two hands.
You said that
and
guy's
that's
like
it.
90.
Well, he is 90. He played in the 50s. This is the video you sent me. I didn't send you the video. You're beating me down because you said the guy was throwing up bricks on his. You sent me a YouTube video that a guy couldn't make a basket as a neighbor. Or as
Did you watch the whole video?
I fast forward through a little bit because they were yapping, bump. I want to see what this guy can do. And he throws up two bricks. Come on, it's like Brick City. I'm like, you sent me of all the videos on the internet. You send the only guy who can't make a shot.
Dude, he made a couple shots. Now we're cracking on the 90-year-old. He might be dead. That was like 10 years ago, dude.
Listen, I could make videos better than this guy, but we'll practice it.
Dude, you're cracking on a guy that's like how old?
I'm not cracking on him, dude. They
And
had
he made his first shot, then he missed it.
Listen, they had laces on the ball like a football player. They had like that lace that you have for a football. There was nothing on there. Give me your listen, I want to bet you on the World Series. Who
You already
like?
made it. You said I gave you the pick. You took the Dodgers.
Oh, that's right.
We're not going back on it now.
Yeah, no, all right. Yeah, you like the Yankees? You're a New Yorker. You like that New York. You're a Northeast kind of guy.
Doesn't matter who I'm picking. I gave
Who do you like? Who's your favorite player out of these two squads? If I gave it to you.
Probably. I'm a huge Judger.
All right, yeah. Well, you got your right team. You can hang out with all those.
I said I think Dodgers are
You
going to
can
win.
hang out
But
with your Yankee cap out back in the Crescentis. We know what you do.
look, it doesn't
You'll
matter.
be front running with the whole, I always love the Yankees.
What do you think the Phillies got to do next year? Phillies need. Mr. Bieber said to me earlier today, he's like, I think the Phillies are going to bring in Tyler O'Neill. I said, Tyler O'Neill? And I said, he ain't going to help. He's another bar. She hit 240. I said, what are these bums doing? They need an outfielder that can hit bombs.
Who was the guy that you liked? You really liked him.
Juan Soto.
Juan Soto. How much? 700 million?
I'll give him 10 million. Put him in a Phillies uniform.
You don't care?
Ain't my money.
Well, you have to pay somehow. Cheesesteak will be $80. You bring him in. You'll point to Uncle Turk. You got it, the cheesesteak. Hey, Uncle T, I'll take a cheesesteak. Bob, they're $80. Hey, we got Juan Soto.
Yeah, hey, we're going to the World Series. Let me ask you a question. Do you want to compete with the Atlanta Braves? Then you know what you have to do. They're coming back next year with Ronald Acuna. They're coming back next year with Spencer Strider. If you're having Tyler O'Neill batting in your outfield.
It's like Brandon Marsh.
Same player on each on the right side. Yeah, this guy can hit 31 home runs.
Do you think JT can come back from that knee injury or no?
Dude, look, I like JT. I do. But
yeah, we all love him.
He's getting older. They
What
gotta
are you doing?
bring up Marshawn and time to tell Stubbies, give him the talk that you want to give him and say, look, Stubbies, probably a great guy.
You don't like him in the clubhouse with the Budweiser box?
Oh, what did he say?
He wanted to swim in the pool, right? We want to swim in their pool.
Philly said they were going to come back and win the World Series. Philly's choked. Okay, there's nothing to it. They try to hit homers. You ain't going to win trying to hit homers. You got to play like the Atlanta Braves do when they were healthy. I know we beat them, but how did they play every time we played them? They get two guys on, two guys are coming home.
Yeah, no, it's small ball. The Mets beat us small ball.
Mets were also hitting bombs against us.
Yeah, I don't know what was up with our squad. But
And when we went to New York, we were in a couple of those games.
yeah, we were on all the... Listen, that first game, the Wheeler game, we watched it together. We were at the venue.
Maybe you
All
picked
guys.
a bad luck spot. You know what I mean?
Me?
Yeah, maybe.
Saying I got the Janks?
We won't.
I
say
put the
that.
Janks on them?
I mean, look, buddy. I don't want to say anything, but
It was me?
yeah,
Yeah.
you kind of don't have the best rap at playoff games. You know what I mean?
Dude, I was there for the Harper home run. I was
Man.
there for ring the bell, for the moment. It's almost like the Philly play, but for the Phillies. I was there.
Let's break down fantasy. What's your record, real quick?
Fantasy, I'm not bad. I'm not terrible.
Watch. Let's read a call. Right? Dun, dun. Yo, Mike. Mike
Oh, Mike Carter.
How'd it go?
Oh, yo, Mike.
Hey, Mike. No, he called me.
Hey.
How'd it go?
Oh, he called Joe. Yo, Bob, we need you interested in that fantasy, dude?
Oh, but yeah, Mike, I'll be in. We need an extra guy.
Oh, all right. Listen, let me tell my buddies. Let me clear it with these guys, and I'll call you right back.
All right.
All right? He calls his... Yo, guys, I got this real rookie of all rookies. He's just a throw-in. He's my cousin. He's a real good guy, but listen, he knows, he'll be a W every time out for you guys. So, yeah, they call him Bob Crusetti. So, yeah, it's an automatic W.
Yo, Mike, what's up, buddy?
Yo, Bob, what's up? The guys, they're a little hesitant about letting you in. I heard you're really good at football. But nothing. I just had to.
You gotta say it's $100. It's $100.
$100.
You know,
Yeah.
you know we're close, right, Mike? You know we're close, right?
Are you good for the money?
Yeah, I'm good, but you know we're close, right?
Yeah, I heard that you only cash winners. So
Listen,
you got
Mike.
you got the money. Right?
I'm gonna beat Cat. Click.
What's your record?
5-2.
5-2. You're running that league?
I lost last week.
They thought you were a donkey just coming in, an easy win.
This week,
How much you win? 1,000? If you win the league.
I don't know if second place gets anything.
Okay. So it's going to be big money. Maybe you take me out. What are you doing? Checking your phone? We're in the middle of a podcast. You're checking your phone.
I do everything.
This guy, listen, let me tell you a little bit about this guy.
Here we go. You go ahead, tell him.
Yeah, well, you got a Rolodex of people calling you. You're calling. We're in the middle of we're in a big podcast. It's been 5 years, and you're checking your phone. You're waiting for Matt Duck to call you. You're waiting for Uncle Perry to call you, Uncle JoJo to call you.
This is a new
Wait for you.
series of a podcast we'll do once in a while. And here comes Chris the Button Bear.
Chris the Button Bears wants to cut in on our big podcast. Oh, no. Oh, there's the lighting that we were all looking for. Where this is.
Yeah, we're live, Krista. And you want to ruin it now.
Why are you doing it in the dark, dude?
No. Well, it was lighting. It's all about the lighting here.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we're almost. Where are we at? What's the time? What's the time on
16
this?
minutes.
Oh, 16 minutes of glory right here. We'll go 17 minutes. I'll give you a little bit about how's your dreamscape been? Good?
It's been good.
How about Ryan? Ryan wants to give us a UFC update, maybe. He's live on the podcast. What's your prediction if anybody wants to make some money?
You messed up their lighting.
Yeah. What's your predictions tomorrow? If you're a betting man, UFC, what's your guarantee? What's your bet line like?
Taporia, money line.
Taporia money line.
Whitaker, money line. And
Oh, that's an upset. What's that pay? What do you think that pays?
that's plus 2 something, I think.
So if you put 100 down, you get 230 back.
Yeah, something like that.
All right.
And
You got
then-
your money?
For what? I don't bet on UFC.
Okay. This is the guy you want to go with. He's the godfather of
Yeah.
UFC betting. Believe me.
MMA's unpredictable.
Yeah. Football's scripted. You think it's scripted?
Scripted.
Right. You think NFL scripted?
They definitely give more calls in certain ways, but you can only help out so much. And the Chiefs obviously get the most calls.
Yeah, they got. Speaking of Chiefs and football and all that, how about give me your ins and outs on Jalen Hurts? This guy, he doesn't seem like a regular quarterback.
I don't think Jalen Hurts is that good, and I think the Eagles this week are going to test. They're going to be tested by the Bengals.
Is he top 10 quarterback?
No.
No.
Do you think he is?
I did before the season, but right now I don't think so. He'll give you a third down with his legs. This guy can't throw the ball.
Who's going to cover Chase? Lou.
Lucky's got A.J. Brown, right?
They separate us.
Oh, these guys are ruffling Chinese food in the background of our podcast. We're ready to break the internet.
Dude.
Joe Rogan wants to have us on next.
Why'd you start the
Can't
episode
you pause
before?
it?
No, this is all the banner that we want. Right here. These guys want to ruin the best podcast ever.
Yo,
Can
dude,
you
I was
believe?
looking at the Broncos' schedule, right?
Give it
Even
to
if
me.
they go 5-5, they might have a chance to get 11 wins, dude. Falcons, then they got the Browns, then they got the Raiders after that, and they got the Colts.
Yeah.
4 straight games after the 2 games on the road.
Yeah, no, listen, that's
They might
not
have-
a terrible schedule for them. And Bo Nix is a game I would.
And
would
then-
you take Jalen Hurts or Bo Nix
I would take Bo Nix.
for the long run, right? Yeah.
Well, Eagles' offense is better than the Broncos, and Jalen Hurts is. But
Well,
they're-
he's got A.J. Brown, right? And
Yeah.
he's got Devontae Smith. And then he's got Barkley.
But
right?
their defense ain't the Broncos' defense.
Oh.
Are like werewolves.
Oh, they're crazy good.
Vance Joseph wants to steady the ship.
Steady the ship. Tell me about what are you watching? What are you running on? You watching Green Arrow? What's your Netflix?
I just
deal?
finished the Vince McMahon documentary. Real good. Real good.
Now this dude built. He
Built
built
the sport from the ground up.
from the like he's Dana White, right?
Yeah.
Kinda from nothing, right?
Dana White took his blueprint.
Yeah, he took his. Yeah, that's saying a lot, right?
It gives you all the ins and outs about what this guy did.
So, what was the biggest thing you liked about that feature?
Let's see. And there goes Ryan.
Right down the basement.
He screwed Bret Hart out of his title because he didn't want to sign a new contract or something.
Oh, they gave you that inside baseball on that?
They gave you, Ronnie, they gave you this inside.
Give me,
About
give it to
Chris Benoit! They were ins and outs on that. Vince McMahon blew up in a limo. He was supposed to be dead in the story, but then they called him. Chris Benoit was dead. They couldn't find him. Killed his family. So, and apparently why he killed himself because this one wrestler, Harry Race, told Chris Benoit not to do the flying headbutt off the top rope.
Right.
Because he said it feels like you're hitting nails or whatever. And
Right.
What's he do? He does the headbutt off the top rope after the veteran did it before him. Told him
Right.
not to do it off the top rope. And he does it, and the one guy comes in and says, hey, can I talk to you, your wrestlers about concussions or whatever?
Right.
And he's like, yeah. So he talked to about concussions, and Chris Benoit has CD, a head of an 80-year-old mental patient.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's, what's that called? The concussion protocol?
Yeah, CD, he had many
Yeah.
concussions, dude. He had about 8.
Yeah, that really set the sport back.
Yep.
Remember when you were young? You were like 8 years old, and you asked me who my best wrestler
You're like, Chris Benoit! You're like, this guy's a dirty hombre.
And then 2 weeks later, he kills his family.
He had the newspaper.
And then
I was like this. Oh, what do we got to read at today? Oh, Chris Benoit choked out his wife with a tension cord.
Yeah.
Then he suffocated his son, drugged him first, and then killed him off. I guess that's new.
That's pretty bad,
I
right?
said, that's bad.
That's as bad as it gets. So
And then they gave
that's when I stopped watching wrestling. That was it for me.
no, I think you stopped it before then.
You think? Now, oh, George the Animal Steel.
You're like my dad, dude. You stopped
We're
watching.
old school, yeah.
Hulk Hogan, the leg drop, you know. You guys.
Andre the Giant.
Do you remember that?
When I
do you
was
remember?
a kid, that's
do you
all.
remember that time? Did you watch wrestling when Vince McMahon screwed Bret Hart?
No, you got to talk to Carmen and all those guys that really know the sport. I'm really a novice. I understand that. All I'm.
So how long did you watch wrestling for? How long? And I'm not talking about Chris Benoit when you watched
right
it
now,
for-
yeah.
You might have watched.
I know you liked it. That's why I got into it a little bit to figure out who's who. But probably the 80s, 70s, and the 80s. George the Animal
Come on.
Steel and Andre the Giant, Bruno Sammartino, all those guys.
Come on,
way
dude.
back. I'm on the
You
way
missed-
back
You missed
machine.
the attitude era, dude, with Stone Cold, Triple H.
I casually, but you know,
Casually.
casually. You know, I'll watch Randy Orton and The Edge. You know,
Edge is like 50 years old. He is 50.
yeah. Well, I'm 60.
What are you? You're
And
saying?
then
Are you
some.
trying to say you're like the Edge or something?
That's who they say that I look like. I don't know. I try to pass
Dude,
it
a
off.
couple more questions. Here we go. Are we gonna beat these remotes in basketball? Are we gonna beat Corey and RJ?
They're rolling off the couch. These guys play basketball or no?
I mean, I think we're gonna smoke them. What do you think?
Oh, they got a 1% chance.
They want to
Come
play
on.
outside.
They want to play outside. It's gonna be November in a week.
December, and they want to play outside.
They want to play outside.
But we're not scared. So
It
if
goes
they,
down at 5 o'clock, dude.
Chris, I'm not telling you where out. I'm telling you where they want to play. That's all I can give the information to, Chris. They want to play outside.
Where we
so-
roll right? What? They want to come down the turf there?
One guy lives close to us.
Do they? Oh, he knows that court around the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, we're splashing it in his eyeball.
I said, what if it's 30 or 25
Splash.
degrees? He said this. He
Splash.
said, I said, what if
Splash.
it's
Splash.
I said, what if it's 30 or 25 degrees? He said, you scared of the cold, Billy? Is your uncle scared of the cold? He's calling you scared, dude. You can't be scared of the cold if he's calling you scared, dude.
This dude.
You ever been to the Cressetti house when they have it 50 degrees in a
Yeah.
blizzard?
I said,
The Cressettis don't turn on the heat. They love the air condition.
I said, if you were
You
to play
just
out,
know when the blizzard's outside, the
Oh,
fan's on.
oh my God.
I said, if you were to play in the cold, we'll play in the cold.
Well, whenever they're ready, I'm ready.
Well, he's asking me when I'm ready. I said, Corey, I gotta get you. I did that.
You're gonna get cleared Monday, right?
I was technically already cleared to play hockey. I don't know how I'm not cleared to play at least 2-on-2 basketball. You know, this is if you ask me, playing on 5-on-5 hockey is a little more rough than playing 2-on-2 basketball. At least I got a partner in 2-on-2 basketball. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Come on.
I mean, it was kind of my decision a little bit to start playing hockey. I asked Dr. Feige about hockey. I said, like it? He said, yeah, just make sure you drink, you know. They don't know what this is, so I'm not gonna,
Get too upset about it, that's all.
yeah, I'm not upset.
Yeah, come on. Dude, you're a bull. And it's not like one-on-one, right? We're not playing one-on-one. So you don't get that,
Don't say it.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not putting it out in the universe. Tell me about your latest dreams. What you have? Give me your latest one.
Being WWE champion like always, buddy.
Oh, I love it. Let's close on that note. I love you, buddy.
Or announcing for WWE.
This guy right here, the total champ. How many minutes?